I feel like the question that most men ask nowadays is, why are women so selfish? Why are they so entitled? Why do they feel as though the relationship always revolves around them and their happiness? And the truth of the matter is that it's a very, very simple answer. And it's just simply because women have been catered to and babied and coddled most of their lives. And even if women have experienced some level of struggle, usually they can cry to someone or cry on the internet, and then people will start flooding in trying to encourage them, trying to save the day. Whereas this is just not the case for men. So, men, what I need you guys to stop doing is I need you guys to stop coddling these women. I need you to stop trying to fix women. I need you to realize that until you put your foot down and decide that I deserve to be assisted, catered to, and the same energy be reciprocated, just like I give to you, my woman, until you guys put your foot down on that and stop trying to over-explain yourself and why you need it, you should literally be able to say it maybe once or twice, and if you do not see the changes, you need to move on, because if not, you're continuing the vicious cycle.
Since when have men not try to fix women problems or coddle women? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Since when has that not been the case? Since, as far as we can go back in time, men have always coddled women and tried to fix them because that's a part of being masculine. Feminine energy requires coddling and requires fixing most of the time. That's just how it is. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can fix all a woman's problem. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that you should do that. But what I am hearing is just a lot of complaining and whining instead of making adjustment. Guys, I hate to break it to you. And ladies, I want y'all to think about this. And just remember this. Y'all are not going back to where y'all used to be. Y'all are not going. The modern woman is moving forward. She's moving forward. And a lot of it is the men are not adjusting to the modern woman. That's the biggest problem. Now you can sit up here and tell me that, oh man, men are just gonna go be red pill. We got the MGTOW movement, men going their own way, the purple pill, whatever, wherever you want to go, because a lot of those groups are just places where bitter men can go run and hide instead of fix their own self. That's what it's about. It's where bitter men can go run and hide instead of fixing the things that they need to fix within themselves. So they want to blame everything on the woman instead of adjust to the woman. That's the easy thing for you to do. Just blame everything on women and just don't fix yourself. Okay, yeah, she did you wrong. Okay, she's cheater. She's a cheater. Okay, she's deceiving. Okay, so what you gonna do? I tell you what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna get on the internet and guilt women into changing. You're not gonna do it. And they shouldn't change because they don't have to change, because that's called evolution. They're moving forward. For better or for worse, they moving forward. And the only place you fools are going is right back over there in their DMs. That's where you're going. Now you can say, "Oh, I ain't tolerating this. I'm going to be red pill. I'm an alpha. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever you want to be." I know one thing your ass gonna be, and that's up in one of them inboxes. That's where you're gonna be. That's exactly where you're gonna be, because you're not gonna change anything. Now, I'm not telling nobody to sit up here and take no respect off a woman. You shouldn't be allowing her to be disrespectful towards you. That's not gonna work. She gonna dump you anyway if you don't have some kind of backbone. Your relationship is gonna last about 2 mics, and then it's gonna be over if that woman see you don't have any kind of backbone. And is she gonna test you? Yes, the tests are always gonna be ran, and she should test you to see what kind of strength you have, because she need to know you can stand on your own 2 feet and not use her for emotional kickstand. Because that's what a lot of y'all are. Y'all have a lot of emotions that y'all bring into the relationship along with hers, and then you want to prop her up for you because you can't stand on your own. You want to lean on her shoulders because you hadn't fixed those things about yourself, and that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. So when you come into the relationship and then things start going sideways, and you wondering, oh, she changed, she did this, she did that. No, no, you was chaotic. Cause a lot of this is a thing, ladies. A lot of these men will say, I just want a woman to bring me peace. But your life wasn't peaceful before you got in the relationship. Your life was chaotic before you got in the relationship. So you want to get in the relationship and you think your chaos is going to bring you peace. You think she can bring you peace through all your chaos. Nah, she can't do that. She can't do that. She shouldn't even want to do that.
That don't always often benefit us the most.
I feel like the question that most men
Wait to be cheated on to be heartbroken. I'm heartbroken the moment you was talking about me in a certain way to your friends to diminish my character. I'm heartbroken the moment you paint me out to the kids to be a certain way because you mad. I'm heartbroken the moment that you show me you don't got my back because I could be trying to do something and you ain't even being supportive in a certain way. The heartbreak for a man start based on a lack of loyalty and a lack of respect. If a woman is disrespecting us and we want to remove ourselves, that's when we checking out of it because it's like, I'm not about to go back and forth and disrespect you. We thrive off respect and loyalty. So it's like when we see our women do things that appear to be disloyal, they don't understand loyalty the way we understand loyalty. They are loyal to how they feel in a moment. And their loyalty in most cases is to the end result that best serves them. Whereas though we make sacrifices as men when you're a good dude, genuine dude, that don't always often benefit us the most.
Well, if you knew all that and you was all that heartbroken and all that stuff, and you knew all of, hey, well, a woman don't love us like this, or that she only love us because of how she feel. If you knew all that, man, and yes, we done heard it all before. If you know all that, then why you heartbroken? If you know a woman only love you because of how she feel at the moment, then why are you heartbroken? See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't adjust. You can't adjust. That's just almost like, you know, somebody in your house is a thief, but you leave your wallet on the coffee table. That's called not being able to adjust. That's all that is. You know how modern women operate, but you can't adjust to how they operate. So that makes a lot of you guys confused and frustrated. Confused and frustrated. That's all. So within that confusion and frustration, you become bitter. You mad because she took you to child support court. You mad because she put you on child support court, on child support. Why did you have a kid with her? Why? You knew when you moved in with her, there was a good chance that she could put you out for no reason that you would think. You knew once y'all went in together to buy houses, cars, there was maybe a time where it would be separated and she would get the house, the car, and the kids. You knew, but you did it anyway, and you mad at her. And to be honest with you, that's a feminine trait within itself. That's femininity within itself. And a woman has a right to be mad. She has a right to leave you. She has a right to pack her bag and go be with a man that understand how to adjust. But all you do is whine and complain, guys. Just whine and complain. That's all you hear. I mean, I'm strolling through, looking at different podcasts, looking at different videos, and it's just constant whining and complaining about women this, women that. And this guy right here, he's talking about, oh, I'm so heartbreaking. I get heartbroken because you're thinking about another man, because you're doing this with another man. Dude, stop it. Stop it. If she's doing all that with another man, and thinking about another man and wanting to be with another man, then guess what? she's on her way out the door anyway, or she don't think you the man that you're supposed to be anyway. So why don't you just move on and don't worry about it? Just learn from that situation and move on. A lot of you guys that you don't like to learn. All you like to do is more complaining.
I don't get it. I don't understand how you did that. Explain it to me. Do you know every night you came home to this family, you were living a fucking lie. How do you do that? I don't get it. I don't understand how you did that. Explain it to me. Do you know how many times you could have said no to that guy, Wendy? You could have said no the first drink that he bought you. Right? You could have said no when he asked for your phone number, but you didn't. You could have said no the first goddamn motel room that you booked, or the first time he stuck his fucking tongue down your throat, right? Or the fucking first time he slapped your ass.
Well, I tell you like this. Let me tell you something. Sometimes a woman's conscious mind, I mean, it can't overrule her nature. And a lot of guys, y'all don't understand that. And ladies, let me tell you something. Sometimes if your nature tells you that a man that you're dealing with is way better than the man that you with, sometimes, hey, it's just gonna pull you in that gravitational pull. It's just gonna pull you that way. It's simple as that. Is it? Listen, we say, well, that's immorally wrong. That's immorally wrong. That goes against your values. That go, man. But you know how many women out here that know that immorally something is wrong, and men too, but they do it anyway. So it makes you wonder, why do we do those things? It's because deep down in our nature, sometimes it just pulls us in a certain direction. And he's up there stressing out, yelling at the woman, cussing at the woman for what? You're not going to morally make her do the right thing by yelling and screaming. That has to be in her, and that has to be something that she don't want to do, and her nature doesn't require her to do it. But obviously it's something about that man that she felt that gave her an erotic desire more than the desire to be with you. And ladies, sometimes that happens. Sometimes men want to shame you for that, but it just happened. He has to make an adjustment. Now, let me tell you this. I'm not telling no man to stay if the woman is cheating on him. I'm not telling him to stay, but if you're going to go, ain't no use in complaining about it. What you complaining for? What you whining for? Just pack your things and leave and just say, listen, I can't deal with this. I'm just going to go. Fine. Even if you got children, even if you got assets together, that don't matter. That don't matter at all. That don't matter. But a lot of you men will stay and complain and whine and cry because you don't want to lose the things that surrounding the relationship. You don't want to lose your kids. You don't want to lose your home. You don't want to lose your assets and have your bank account split up. You don't want none of that stuff. And that's what scares you the most. That's why you get furious. That's why you want to hurt the woman. And most deep down inside, it hurts your ego. It hurts your ego. It hurts your motivation because you place so much into this woman when nature was never required to be honest. Nature never required her to sign a contract to you. So yeah, if she drifts off, that's how it just go, man. And you have to understand and adjust to that. And a lot of people want to guilt these women into doing different things and guilt her and expose her for this and expose her for that. But it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You're not going to stop these women from doing anything, ladies, and you shouldn't be required to stop from doing anything. But what you should remember is there's always consequences to every choice that you make. It's consequences. So I'm not finna tell you to stay. I'm not even finna tell you that if you find another man that's better and you're in a relationship, not to deal with that other man. But all you got to remember is there's consequences. And if you're willing to deal with the consequences, hey, more power to you. That's all I can say. But it's just way too much whining and complaining for my liking. It's just too much whining and complaining. Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate y'all, fam.